Now that Silk Sanity is over, we all have the same question.
Now what?
What is the next game going to be about? Will it even be in the same universe? Well, the latter question has been already answered. Spoiler alert for those who haven't finished Act 3 Secret Ending, jump to this timecode. As we see Mr. Mushroom flying over Farloom, just like how he did over Hallownest 7 years ago, the same message appears again, to be continued. Some say this refers to the DLCs that are already in the making. I doubt it. He's obviously flying to another civilization, just like how he was heading to Farloom in this one. This begs the question, who will be the next protagonist of Team Cherry? Maybe Hornet's journey won't end here, or maybe it's a brand new character who has never appeared in Hollow Knight or Silksong. Both of these assumptions are wrong. It's Lace. Mark my words, Lace is going to be the next hero of Team Cherry, and I have tons of evidences to prove it. Before we go through them, I appreciate any form of support, even as small as hitting the like button and subscribe. The most obvious evidence is all the affinities between the two games. Lace in Silksong had the same role as Hornet in Hollow Knight. They both bade us to pursue them at the beginning, we fight both of them 2 times. I don't count Lost Lace for obvious reasons. She attacked Grandmother Silk in the last moment, the fake final boss of the game, just like how Hornet attacked Hollow Knight, the correspondent fake final boss of that game. All I'm saying is that a pattern is evident here. These similarities are not just by chance. Team Cherry is teasing their next to be hero to us. My next proof is gameplay. If we were to turn a boss into a playable character, what are the necessities for the task? Well, first off, they should be able to move, and they shouldn't be too big. It's not fun playing a game with False Knight as the hero. Then there's the fighting system that should have the potential to be utilized for the player. Take Trubio for instance. He has lots of movesets, but most of them wouldn't make sense in your gameplay. Like, this twirling attack is so rigid, or jumping from under the floorboards looks stupid if you're the one controlling it. The mechanics should also be fun to play with, and that's totally different than a fun boss fight. Because in a fun boss fight, those mechanics are fun to play against, not with. Case in point, the first Sinner. Although an amazing boss fight, she's basically just standing there and throwing swords at you. Controlling that would be boring. Now let's take a look at Lace. Just like Hornet, most of her attacks would be fun to control. The player can have a saying in the way the attack is gonna land. She's fluid in her movements and flexible in her attack pattern. That's why although she might not be the most fun boss of the game, she's definitely the most natural one. Like as if you're fighting an actual real person. Given her lore and how she was not a real living character, it's ironic, isn't it? Speaking of, this is my next argument actually. Identity. There's a trending theme in video game storytelling that started with Miyazaki's Dark Souls, and Team Cherry used it in their first game as well. And that is the lack of self in the main character. Most of Miyazaki's heroes don't have a name, gender, race, or even a face. They don't think, they don't have a will, at least more than the purpose the gods have defined and designed them for, and they don't talk. The Knight from Hollow Knight fits the description perfectly. And although Team Cherry went a different direction with Silksong, as Hornet was a defined and independent hero, there's still a chance they go back to the old ways with Lace. Think about it. Lace is a being who was not born, but created entirely out of silk. Created to serve the mother, to wake her up from the slumber. She wasn't the daughter of Farloom like how Hornet was the daughter of Hallownest. She doesn't belong there. And with the mother gone, she has no choice but to find a meaning for herself. To look around, to travel to other civilizations. She has no shortage of them either. We see a couple of their names in this room of the cradle. So the most logical approach is Lace going to another kingdom to find a meaning in her life. The last reason is the looks. Lace fits the visual description of a Team Cherry main character. She has the most elaborate and detailed animations in the game besides Hornet, and her voice acting looks charming. So why not? Wouldn't it be fun to play as an unhinged hero with hysterical laughs? What are your thoughts? Write them for me in the comments, and hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed. As always, don't you dare go hollow.